Honestly, I said I'd be streaming more lately, and you may have noticed a bit of inactivity on my Twitch page. I know what I said, and I know how it looks, but I've been living up to my promise. Just not here. It's not you, it's me. And no, it's not who you think. I told you I wasn't gonna see Mixer right now, as tempting as it might be. Fine. I'll just come out and say it. I've been streaming on Discord, using Discord Go Live. And honestly, I'm having a blast, probably more fun than I normally have, on Twitch. Crazy, right? I'm EposVox and welcome back to Stream Guides, your #1 place for streaming tutorials, walkthroughs, and reviews to get to the most out of this whole live broadcast phenomena. So Discord just announced their new live streaming feature. Discord Go Live is now available for everyone. This was unexpected. I've been streaming with it for a few weeks as they had it available in early access to Nitro subscribers and servers with enough Nitro boosts. By the way, you should come Nitro boost our server at eposvox.com/discord. And I did not expect it to go live anytime soon. But here we are, shifting the priorities of what videos I make this week for a third time. Not only have I and other members of my Discord server been testing this out for a couple weeks now, and I do have some experience to share, but I also got the chance to interview one of the developers, Jake, who helped key me in on some technical details about how it works so I can clarify what Discord Go Live is and what it isn't to clear up some confusion. And I have an actual recorded interview baked in here as well that I think you're gonna like. Let's talk about this madness after a word from this video's sponsor. Can you guess who it might be? The Mod Mic Wireless can boldly go where no mic has gone before. This microphone can attach to any headphones, requires no additional wires, features very low latency, a dual capsule microphone, 12-hour battery life, and LED indicators on the receiver so you know when you're muted and or when the battery is running low. And you can basically run your entire house without ever losing a signal. What more could you ask for? Learn more by clicking the link in the video description. Let's start with what Discord Go Live is not. It is not a competitor to Twitch, Mixer, or YouTube streaming. It's not a public streaming platform to grow a massive following and become famous, or even monetize. It's not meant to be the most high-quality power user tool. It's not. These aren't the goals of it or the goals of the developers, and I really want to squash those expectations fast. What it is a great way to hang out with your friends, get help with a game, share your experiences, chat with some buds while playing a game. It's small, it's casual, it's chill. According to Jake, this ties into the company's vision of building an awesome shared experience around gaming. This is just a cool thing to do with your friends when hanging out. It's like sitting on the couch heckling your friend as they struggle to beat the boss in a game. I'd be that friend failing to beat the boss. My community manager Iceorb described it as the no pants in the house form of streaming, and that's pretty accurate. You're still streaming your game, you're still chatting, although I guess you don't have to, but you're not required to perform like a normal public streaming platform. No fancy overlays, no face cam at all at the moment, no production value. Just games and friends. And it's freaking awesome. The simplicity really forces you to enjoy it, and we certainly have been. On the software side, when Discord detects that you're in a game using its usual rich presence game detection tools, or manually adding an application, you'll see a pop-up above your username in Discord or in the Discord overlay saying, hey, you want to stream this game to your friends? And then you click it. And then you choose what voice channel you want to go live in, and you're live. That's it. Others can join the channel and watch your stream with one click as well. It's simple, it's easy. It's also incredibly low latency. The feed you stream through here is almost real time, which makes getting feedback and chatting with friends about your game and, the reactions and things like that much easier. While we haven't done it yet, this kind of thing would actually be perfect for, usual game night streams of games like Jackbox and things like that. Discord only picks up your game audio and mixes that with your microphone and sends it to those watching. Then you hear your friends chatting with you and they hear each other through the voice channel as normal. By nature of being there in the voice channel, instead of sending it over the stream, which would cause feedback and echoes and things like that. Again, the goal here was not to create something super advanced or complex. They want to provide a cozy living room experience with friends with as low barrier to entry as possible. They believe low latency is essential and that even a second's delay would break that facade. So while my nerdy default reaction is to ask for audio device support, webcam overlay support, and that kind of thing, That's not what the intended use case here is, and that would make it a very different kind of tool. If you look at it for the experience that they want to provide, it's actually a really, really cool idea. I was resistant to it at first, but after quite a few game streams of Apex Legends, Battalion 1944, Rainbow Six Siege, and even some video editing streams and screen capture streams, which I'll show you how to do in a bit, this has been the most fun I've had in a long time. We went for like 6 hours straight at one point just testing out everything. But as I mentioned, I was originally not open-minded about Discord Go Live. I had the expectation of it being used like Twitch or Mixer, and I thought the loss of discoverability didn't really make sense. But someone's enthusiasm and perspective on the platform really turned me around on it and convinced me to give it a go with our awesome Discord community, so I wanted to have him on to chat. You've convinced me to be open-minded about it, and suddenly it's changed my entire perspective.
You gotta be patient. That's all it's about. Like, it's if there's one thing that I like I've seen with Discord, just you gotta be patient.
For the uninitiated, would you mind telling people who you are and what you do? Because I have a hard time describing it. So yeah.
I still have a hard time describing it. So I'm Lobo. Short story is I am a gamer turned industry professional. I now do influencer relations for a company called Reverb, where I basically make I bridge the gap between content creators and developers and getting streamers and content creators in general to play games. Yeah.
So what got you first interested in the Go Live feature? I know I only even heard of it first from you, like tweeting about it a whole lot. Like, what?
God. So I kind of had this hunch for a very long time. So Discord a while back, they slowly rolled out the video chat feature, which was, for one-on-one calls. I mean, everybody was trying to escape Skype, and adding video was the nail in the coffin for a lot of us, for us Skype users. And then we found out that they were rolling it out little by little, just as they did with Go Live. And I think I spoke to Stan at a PAX East or something, and I said, hey, with the video, like, do you ever think you'll do streaming? Like, do you ever think you'll get to that point? And he didn't have an answer for me at the time. Which that was I want to say about maybe 1.5 to 2 years ago at this point. But I always had a hunch that it was kind of coming. And once I started to see, the video get rolled out to everyone for free, and then now, when that little alert and someone posted the picture, I was like, okay, it's happening now. And I've been interested since waybacks and the waybacks about it.
So you planted the seeds for it, is what you're saying.
I don't know. I will never take claim for that. I love Stan. I love Jason. I love Eros. I can name everyone, almost everyone from Discord for a long time. But I don't want to say that I did that.
So you found out about it. You were like, this is happening. You were interested in it. What made you, what did you see that was appealing of streaming on something like Discord over a normal platform that everybody knows, like Twitch or Mixer or, heaven forbid, YouTube or Facebook?
So one thing that I did see is, like, I for the longest time I've streamed on Twitch. I streamed on Mixer like maybe once or twice, but my internet really doesn't like FTL.
Yeah.
I haven't really tried Facebook. I tried Hitbox way back when. I've tried Caffeine. Like, I've done the whole, like, all of it. Because I have to, because I work in the industry. I have to know what creators are using to better be able to communicate with them. And when I saw Go Live, I was like, what's before you even launch OBS, or like before you even get started with your stream, like, where do you start? Discord.
Right.
And I found that to be very, very appealing, because even if I do nothing, like if I just turn my PC on right now, Discord is probably going to launch by itself for a lot of users.
Yep.
And I can basically, it's all in one place. I can see the games people are playing with a lot of their integrations. I can see some games even have, the real presence thing, or rich presence, where you can actually see what game they're in, how long they've been in there. And funny enough, on my Discord right now, I have a friend of mine from back in New York who's streaming his League of Legends session right now.
Nice.
And I can literally click the button, join, see where he is right now, and ask if I can join the next game, but just watch it as it's going on live, like sub-second latency. And that is appealing to me. And I think, once you get to a point where you have one app and you can do everything in it, That's why I'm excited to see how far they go with it, and they start to add integrations like Stream Deck alerts and other things like that. But I do want it to remain clean. That's
Right.
one thing that we have right now with Twitch is like to be a successful like Twitch streamer is you almost have to have all the tools.
Right.
And Discord is I feel like it's gonna be the clean approach, or going back to minimalism.
I have liked that a lot. So have you actually used it yet?
Absolutely. I want to say almost every night since I've been back from PAX West, and even before I left, like when I just got it, the 1 to do 2 days before.
Right.
Every night I've played WoW Classic. I've played League of Legends, because right now I think it only works with the games that it detects. And I've played those 2 games, and I've had my buddies pop in like, oh my god, you're online right now. What's up, man? And they can talk to me. But you can change all that with roles. Like you can have brand new people that come to my server that I don't really know yet. I can give them a default role with a bot or something, and they might be able to watch, but they can't speak. And you can even flag other people on your server to stream on your server as well. So my buddy is on my Discord, streaming on my Discord. So if I'm not live, I have a community of someone else who's doing it.
Nice.
That excites me, because it's like, you know, even if a content creator or like someone who's on Twitch right now, if they're streaming on Discord, they might not be a partner. But if any one of their mods is like, oh, so-and-so is not live right now, I'm going to play up until they get home.
Makes sense. We've had quite a few people streaming on ours recently, just, you know, bouncing back and forth between games. And the funny part is watching them like stream just long enough to get a party going, and then they turn off the stream and just keep playing as a party.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's really much like a pickup group right now, where depending on what game someone's playing, or if they're playing a different game, I mean, that's fine too. Like we can be in one room like playing League of Legends, and someone can be in the next room playing something different, playing Warframe or something like that.
So if someone's on the fence of trying it, for whatever reason they're just against it, you know, they don't think the simplicity makes sense to them, what is the number one compelling reason that you think they should give it a try? I think I know the answer, but I want to.
I don't even know the answer. Like what I would say to someone, because a lot of people are like discrediting it, like saying like, hey, it's, you know, it's only 10 users. You know, it's like sub only streams, like things like that. When in reality, I don't think it is. I think it's actually it's a fresh it's a fresh feeling, a change of pace. So I know how hard it can be like to get your stream key, to do all this other stuff, and just the most intimidating thing that I've seen in streaming overall is opening OBS and trying to get the settings right.
Or like, launching it and having been live for 2 hours and realize that none of it worked, because I've had a few people in my Discord do that. Exactly.
So like it's I think the number one thing people do is like they download OBS, decide that they want to stream, and then get completely lost, because you go on the OBS forums and it feels like no one has the answer, or there's a million different answers to what's the right settings.
Yep.
So there's no standard, there's no anything like that. And I think Discord just giving the tools and it being there, like, all right, I can launch a game, Discord detects the game, I'm just going to hit the live button, I'm just going to hit okay. And then anybody who feels like watching me is going to watch me. Everyone who don't, like, it's fine. Like, it doesn't hinder you for being live, because there's almost no resources being drawn.
Right. How do you feel about because this is a point I added into my video, how do you feel about the, like, feeling of the pressure of streaming on Discord compared to something like Twitch or Mixer?
I don't think there's any pressure. Like, it does show you numbers, but all of it is, like, hidden by default, unless you mouse back over it.
And even then, you're hitting a max of 10. Like, it's not like.
Yeah, it's like I'm comfortable with it, because it's me and my friends playing the game anyway.
Right.
And for me, my personal situation is it's all my friends back in New York who they only play at night anyway, and we all log on at different times. So if one of us is live, if one of us is just in the channel, I just join the channel, hit yes, I would like to go live with this game, and cool. If someone else joins the server while we're already in the game, they can watch much faster than the League of Legends. Like, I'm not playing competitive, so I don't care how fast someone's watching it.
Right.
But they're like, okay, this is where you're at, instead of spectating, and then they'll just join next game. And I think the simplicity is what sells it.
All right. Well, where can people find you if they want to dig deeper?
If they want to dig deeper, Twitter's probably the best place to find me, but across every platform, across every tool, resource, It's probably just going to be Lobo Styles, LOBOSTYLEZ. And if you go to streamerlinks.com, I am the #1 person there.
Yeah, and I'll hopefully be including that in an actual video soon. It's been on my list forever, but his Streamer Links platform is really freaking cool, and the fact that it's free is just bonkers.
I just want to make it easy for everybody.
Well, thank you for coming on, and this was short, but hopefully we got some good information here. Appreciate your time.
I appreciate you for having me, and this is awesome. I never thought I would do anything like this, so thank you very much.
Glad to have you on. For those watching in the video, just adding this in, I will have an extended cut of this conversation because I may cut out a little bit for sake of time over on Floatplane, and on the podcast form will be linked in the description below because I don't want all of this to be cut out permanently. So go watch the rest. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll have links to his profiles and his awesome Streamer Links website in the description down below. Now, let's talk some technical stuff for a moment. Discord Go Live uses Discord's own in-house capture and encoder pipeline and video hook for games, and it mainly relies on NVIDIA NVENC at the moment, specifically using the low latency mode. If NVENC is not available, then they use OpenH264 software encoding. Soon, if not by time this is published, AMD and Intel GPU encoding will be supported as well. The goal with this is to prioritize low latency and low performance impact first and foremost. Quality is secondary. During all of my testing, I could barely tell that my system was doing anything to encode the footage. The transcoding is actually being done on the client side of the streamers. So the feed that I'm streaming is being encoded on the fly and then simply rebroadcast out to each viewer, not sent to an RTMP encoding server that then transcodes it again and then pings it out to everyone like with Twitch and other services. This is why fluctuations occur, although they are working on that. For Nitro users, the bitrate cap of the stream is about 8 megabits per second, but frequently I've seen that go all over the place. Nitro users can also go up to 4K streaming, but other than for desktop capture, I'd recommend 720p. We tested all the different resolutions, and 1440p and 4K end up looking like garbage most of the time. 1080p was super inconsistent, and 480p regularly had some bizarre scaling artifacts that almost looked interlaced. 720p was definitely the sweet spot. While live, you can click the gear in the preview window to change your streamed resolution and frame rate between 15, 30, and 60, but you cannot control bitrate or anything else. The stream quality adapts on the fly to make sure that everyone can watch it, so it's dependent on the lowest common denominator of estimated bandwidth. If someone joins in with their Walmart Wi-Fi connection, expect quality to plummet for a little bit. Quality also just seems to drop whenever someone joins in the first place, and then it figures out what kind of bandwidth they can support, and then opens back up. They have improvements coming that will work around this or fix this, especially that, given that it can get gnarly with 10 people watching, so hopefully we'll see that soon, because that would be very nice. Currently, the limit of viewers is 10. They do not have plans to raise this, as it's not, it's not meant to be that big. It's supposed to be a cozy living room experience, and once you get too much higher than 10, that is no longer the case. Plus, once you get past 10 people, the voice chat experience gets a bit chaotic. But there's sort of a workaround for this. If you're streaming multiplayer games, or games where more than one person can view it on their computer, have multiple people streaming. Multiple people can go live in the same channel, so you can just split up viewers across multiple streams and have everyone chatting at once. Easy. As mentioned, Go Live only supports the game hooks that are available, but you can manually add applications to Discord's app detection and usually hook and stream those. I've heard of people hooking their web browsers to stream browser games or watch movies with friends, and we tested streaming both Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve for video editing streams. However, be careful with this at the moment. The Premiere stream kept hooking into every new menu, even the right-click menu, and then changing the stream to only that, and then back out, and that got a little weird, and then my Resolve streams were super finicky, and enough alt-tabbing between apps outright just crashed Discord for me a couple times. You can even use this to stream anything you want with OBS. Use OBS to output a full-screen preview of your stream feed, and Discord can hook and stream that. But again, opening too many other applications or switching between them made Discord crash the stream regularly for me. Also, if you're not streaming a game, Discord likely can't hook the audio for it, so your viewers just hear your microphone with no option to select another audio device. There's not much you can do about that. These are just workarounds for now. I'm told that Discord does plan on looking into general desktop capture and webcam capture, which would encompass some capture cards as well, since this is currently only for PC games, of course, as their video calling feature already has it. I did find it a bit odd that they released this without the same functionality as video calling, but it looks like they had a separate pipeline for Go Live to make it work, like they had to build that separately to make it work in the first place, so I'm sure they're going to build it up in time. Again, their top priorities are low latency and simplicity, with 2 clicks to go live. And honestly, it's hard to argue with that. Seriously, come by our Discord at eposvox.com/discord or linked below and try out streaming with us, because we've been streaming quite a bit. Check it out. We've been having a lot of fun. Maybe give us your nitro boost as well in the top of the server so we can try and get a banner, and maybe they'll notice us for partnership finally. I need to apply again soon. 10th time's the charm, right? I'm EposVox, here to make tech easier and more fun. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more tech education and stream guides. I'll see you next time.